Sara.
And I'm Matt. We have 4 kids and we're getting into homesteading.
We support our dream of wanting to become homesteaders through our online business that we operate mainly on Etsy. We run our laser engraving business in our basement, and although it's an online business which seems to contradict the idea of homesteading, we like to believe in the idea of using technology to our advantage to make our dreams come true.
Today we're going to give you 10 reasons why we want to become homesteaders. And we're going to walk around our property and you can kind of see what we have to work with. So for me, I feel like homesteading is the right thing to do because I look back at my grandparents and they've all had farms and they've grown their own food, and I'd really like to know what that was like and do that. And I was also raised, my mom had a garden and we did canning and stuff, and that it just feels like home to me. It's something that I really like and I hold to my heart, and I want to teach my kids. I don't want this thing to fall away.
The second reason why we want to homestead is because it feels good. I feel so proud when I make something myself, raise something myself, or make something from nothing. There's a therapeutic process with canning and creating real food with real ingredients. There is pride in truly providing for your family and going out to your garden and seeing those first sprouts come up and literally seeing all your work come to fruition. Even as you learn new skills, the progression through the lifestyle is so pleasing.
And the third reason why we want to be homesteaders is it's the simple way of life. You look at all the time, for us being at home with our kids and planting the gardens and doing things we can do around the house, is spending time with them and teaching them. Majority of it is the time. When we used to have jobs, it was way different. We didn't see our kids. The daycare lady spent all the time with our kids, which wasn't bad. She was a nice lady and did right by it. But I want to teach my kid that stuff. I want to spend time with my kid. That's why we want to go down this path.
The fourth reason why we want to become homesteaders is to grow our own food. Sure, we could go to the grocery store and buy our own food, but the time, love, and energy we put into growing, raising, and harvesting our own food makes it taste better to us.
Now, the fifth thing is, when I grew up, my mom brought me over to my grandma's and we did canning. So it was salsa, spaghetti sauce, green beans, apple pie filling. And then we did, for a while there, they made apple pies and you actually stuck them in the freezer. And so we planted, there's a pear tree right here, and right behind this tree, we have another apple tree, and we have another one in the front yard. And that's the things that I'm looking forward to doing with my kids and showing them on how to can, and you can have all this food and healthy food for you and put it in the cupboards, and we can show our nieces and nephews the same thing and hopefully carry on this tradition of having people come over to our house and have a big canning party and having fun and letting the kids play. It's something that I hold to my heart because we grew up with it, and I don't want that to be taken away.
The sixth reason why we want to become homesteaders is self-sufficiency. Knowing how to grow and raise our own food means we don't have to depend on others to take care of us. If times get tough for us, we have meat in the freezer, animals to harvest, produce frozen and canned in our garden, and heirloom seeds that we can plant again and again. We would never need to depend on government programs or others to feed us if times got hard.
Okay, so number 7 would be, being outside, having fun outside and exploring like when you're a little kid, watching my kids explore and be there for them and getting dirty. But the general, just to being outside is a huge part of, homesteading in my eyes, because you get to watch all the different seasons, because we live in Minnesota, so we get to see everything happen and unfold right in front of us. So you get to watch what your land does, and then you judge where you want the gardens from there. And being outside, I think, would be a huge part of it. And I love being outside, and I want to be outside a lot more with my kids. And I think by becoming a homesteader is going to help us in that area to spend more time with our kids on the outside and in the garden. Our kids actually like going in the garden. When they go out in summer and do the chickens, they'll come back in and they already ate a couple of strawberries and carrots and snap peas. Funny thing is, they won't eat those snap peas from the stores. I don't know why, but they'll clean them out of our garden.
The 8th reason why we want to become homesteaders is for our family's health. We believe in exposing our kids to many different experiences, and along with that come exposing them to many different foods. Each year we try to plant something new in our garden, and our kids help us plant that. We try to make new dishes out of those new ingredients, and they help us make those. Our kids will eat veggies straight from the garden because they have helped care and nurture that plant since it was a seed, and they enjoy seeing what they've created.
So number 9 would have to be grass-fed and organic part of it. My mom passed away of cancer, and I remember, and it stuck in my head, one of the doctors had said that if we could only change the way us Americans eat, that we could start fixing the cancer problem. And that's stuck in my head from that day, and it was right before she had passed. And you know, I'm not saying I'm the best of it. I'll still go and have some chips or whatever, but the majority of it, I want to get all in and do this and start growing my own food and have more of it that's organic and I know where it's coming from and not stuffed with antibiotics and everything else. So that's one of the reasons why I want to become a homesteader.
The 10th reason why we want to become homesteaders is to improve our world. We have been given this beautiful earth, and we want to be good stewards of the land we have and the opportunity to grow and make something wonderful.
So those are our 10 reasons why we want to homestead, and I hope this encourages you to start yourself.
Thanks for watching. You'll see us in the next video.
Glad you got to see me again.
And me.
I don't know, I'm stumbling over my words here.
Don't you have to bring a camera?
Operate mainly.
Today we're going to give you 10 reasons why we did it.
What's this is like the title. Grow something. Sorry, that distracted me. See myself. There's pride in. Sorry, I'm struggling with this. Even as you learn new skills.
Which wasn't bad. She was a nice lady.
But the time.
Nope. Okay.
And energy we put into.
Sorry, just wait.
Harvesting our own food means we don't have to depend on others to take care of us. Animals to harvest, is that the right word?
Everything else is from what I'm finding out, so too much. And we want to become good stewards of. I don't know. Cut that out. Go ahead.